Okay, let's fix something. Wait a second. I don't think we need that one. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we got some fucking sound here.
This is a canine.
No, y'all don't. Why is my shit fucked? That's gotta be it, right?
Alright, so what's this?
Nope. Bro. What is happening?
And this.
Stream's broken. Stream is fucking broken, bro. Oh my goodness, no, what? Like, bro, what? What is happening? Yo, the desktop audio is not working. Alright, is that it?
These good boys.
No.
Girls are too.
What in the world, bruh? Oh, wait. This ain't even coming out. Bro, we are having technical difficulties than a motherfucker right now. Real talk. Real talk. Alright.
Wild canines are
There it is. There it is.
wildly diverse and live on almost every continent. And ever
Alright.
since the wild ancestors of dogs first cozied up to the fires of ancient hunters.
Why is the mic picking up sound? That doesn't even make any sense. Hold on. I gotta check this shit. This shit's fucked. Why is the mic picking up sound? That doesn't even make any sense. Let me mute. Whatever. We good. Fuck it. Oh, anyways. We fucking... Now that we done having technical difficulties here, we're making a motherfucking Ohio bird tier list. You feel me? So we got, in the lineup, we got the Blue Jay, the Cardinal, the Robin, Morning... We got the Blue Jay, the Cardinal, the Robin, the Morning Dove, the... What that bitch is? American Goldfinch. We got the Song Sparrow. We got the Red-Winged Blackbird. We got the Carolina Chickadee, the Red-Bellied Woodpecker, and the Tufted Titmouse. You know what I'm saying? Just off rips, you know where we got to put the Morning Dove. Morning Dove is easily S tier. Waking up in Ohio and hearing... Oh, they ain't got the sound on the motherfucker. Come on. Waking up in Ohio and hearing this motherfucker right here every morning, bruh. They had the sound, and I don't know where it went. That bitch was, like, right here. Look, hold on, let's see. They got it for the other birds, dog. They don't have the best bird sound. They don't have it. They got this bird, though. That was a long song. I feel like the robin is a goat for real, but I don't really fuck with them. We're gonna put them A, just cause they like, if you go outside, right, if you look out your window in Ohio, you're gonna see a fucking robin. And bitches are goated, they everywhere. The cardinal, that's our state bird. Our state bird. You know he going S tier. Hear what he sound like? Gas. We fucking with that. See what he look like? You already know what the fuck dude look like. They also be saying like when you see a cardinal, it's like your loved one is near you or something like that, like some fucking voodoo shit, whatever the fuck they call it, spirit. I don't know, bro. We got here the blue jay. I don't want to rank him without hearing the sound first. Oh hell no. The blue jay going C, bro. You Aggies fuck, bro. I didn't even know he was the one be making that noise. We got here the goldfinch. I ain't never seen one of these. I don't think. I don't think I've ever seen one of these hoes. Yeah, I don't remember hearing that shit either. This picture right here, gas. I don't remember this motherfucker for real. We're gonna put him in the B. He look cool. He sound kind of cool, but I ain't never seen him. He ain't in this part of Ohio. Goddamn. What we got here? What this bitch is? Now I gotta fucking find it. Alright, we done got him. It's a song sparrow. Alright, what the song sparrow sound like? Who fucking knows? He look Aggie. Hold on. I can't hear him with all the other birds going nuts. The fuck? That wasn't bad though. He looked cool. I fuck with dude. We'll put him in the B. This bastard right here is going in D as fast as possible. I hate these motherfuckers. If you live in Ohio, you know this piece of shit bird. These birds are mean as fuck. They're dickheads. This shit right here is not lying. They're assholes. I seen these birds attack all types of fucking victims, bruh. Fuck these birds. I don't even want to hear them. What this bastard is. That's a chickadee, right? Yeah. So the Carolina chickadee. I didn't mean to close this dumbass out. Fuck. Anyways, it doesn't matter. We can't hear what he sound like. Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. The chickadee going in A. We're gonna put the chickadee in A. We fucking with that. We fucking with that. I don't remember. I probably seen one, but I don't be paying attention. The woodpecker. The woodpecker kind of Aggie. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Today, you're going to...
Oh no, hell no. Y'all ain't gonna get to hear it. That motherfucker just sound like this though. Type shit, you feel me? So, yeah, that's not a very pleasant sounding noise. We're gonna put the woodpecker with the blue jay. Well, that's not really fair though. The woodpecker's a classic in Ohio, bro. We gotta put the woodpecker in B. For sure. He low-key an A-tier bird, but he annoying. If he wasn't so annoying, he'd be an A-tier bird. No cap. What the fuck is this? The bird tier list? Hell yeah, man. You don't fuck with the bird tier? The goddamn tufted titmouse. Of course, he's the last one on here. I don't know nothing about this bird except he got a silly name.
This is Brody with Illinois.
Brody, I don't want to hear you talking. I want to hear the tufted titmouse. Okay, that's pleasant. That's pleasant. I like that. He looked kind of cool too. We're gonna put the titmouse. So I can't put him with a classic like the woodpecker. We're gonna put the titmouse in the sea. No hate on him. Feel me? He cool. I just don't know too much about him. I don't know the fella. But yeah, that's my Ohio bird tier list. You feel me? We got the mourning dove and the cardinal, S tier. The robin and the fucking Carolina chickadee, A tier. The goldfinch, song sparrow, woodpecker, B tier. Blue jay and the fucking titmouse, C. And the piece of shit red fucking feathered blackbird in the D tier, where he belongs. Fuck that bird. I hope you enjoyed the fucking Ohio bird tier list. Let me know if you want another tier list. Yeah. Besides that, we're gonna watch the fucking video. We're gonna watch this one since it's the one we already
Gatherers, somewhere between 15.
started watching. Let me turn the volume for it down, because that shit's screaming.
30,000 years ago, domestic dogs
That's too quiet.
benefits of one of the most
perfect.
successful cross-species partnerships in the history of the planet.
Is that perfect or is that too quiet? Who fucking knows?
An estimated 1 billion modern dogs.
Oh
live all over
fuck,
the
hold
world.
on. I didn't do an intro. Without further, I don't fucking know what to say. God damn it, we watching All the Dogs Explained by Minute Earth. Shout out to bruh.
Including several who live with the people that made this video. Hi, I'm David.
That sounds a little fast. 1.5 sounds a little fast.
This is Kubu, and this is Minute Earth. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a tour of the dog enormous diversity of the canine.
Minute Earth, but this shit 10-minute long. Oh, you can't see it because my camera, look. Oh fuck. Look. Oh fuck. Man, whatever. Just forget it.
And family. Oh yeah, this is a poster you can put on your wall. You can order it.
Don't
from
nobody
our shop on
want that
DSP.
shit, bruh.
This dog that ever existed. It was
What?
Okay, let's start with a few extinct canines first. This is Epicyon,
They got extinct dogs?
the largest dog that ever existed. It was roughly the size of a grizzly bear. And this is the dire.
What the fuck happened to him? You just gonna tell me you just gonna tell me about extinct animals and not gonna tell me what happened to him? What's he called?
This is Epicyon.
That shit a fucking myth. When did they expire? When did they die off? Damn, that's the bones? That ain't no fucking dog. That's a beast. That'd be turned, bro. You could definitely hop on top of one of them bitches and goddamn travel. That's what they look like. They're kind of ugly though. Alright. I don't know about that, cuz. What does it say when they died out? They existed for about 7 million years from the early Clarendonian age of the late whoever the fuck to the late whoever the fuck age of the early whatever the fuck whatever the fuck is the largest known canid of all time with the type species reaching goddamn 8 foot, bro. That motherfucker taller than me. Weighing up to goddamn 200. No, bro. You're capping. That bitch will rip you to fucking shreds. It's low-key a good thing that bitch died off for real. Was they nice, though? It don't even say when they died off. 12 to 7 million years ago? Are you kidding me? That shit is a fucking myth.
The largest dog that ever existed. It was roughly the size of a
And
grizzly
that's
bear.
a terrible illustration.
And this is the dire wolf, one of the apex predators of the ancient American West.
We're calling wolves dogs now?
If you go to the La Brea tar pits in California, you'll see hundreds of dire wolf skulls that have been excavated over the years. It seems these puppers just couldn't resist going after giant mammals that had gotten themselves trapped in the goo, and then the dire wolves got stuck too. And the last extinct canine we'll discuss is Leptoscion,
Wow.
the literal dog father. This little omnivore
Oh.
burst onto the scene more than 30 million years ago in North America, and eventually gave
Word.
rise to every canine alive today. Now,
Word, did y'all know there was a single dog that fucking rooted every other dog?
we're going to pivot to those canines that are still alive. We'll start with the ones that are
Was this the last dog to ever live?
least closely related to domestic dogs, and get closer and closer to the highway
Raccoon dog, man? What? You bullshitting, bro.
know and love as we go. This means the first modern group of canines we'll be touring is the fox.
Nah, he definitely bullshitting because he got this dog right here with a fork and a knife in his hand, bro. Ain't no dog be doing. Where they do that at?
Related to domestic dogs, and get closer and closer to the housemates we know and love as we go. This means the first modern group of canines we'll be touring is the foxes. As scientists have learned more about how canines are related, they've realized that a lot of animals that we call foxes aren't actually that closely related to one another. For example, there are two foxes that are relatively separate from all the other pups in the canine family.
Bro, you explaining dogs. Why are we talking about foxes?
The ancestors of gray foxes split off from the rest of ancient canines before any other species did. Modern gray foxes have long claws specially adapted for climbing trees, allowing them to escape from the coyotes and wolves that live nearby. The island fox is very closely related to the gray fox. A few thousand years ago, a few gray foxes somehow got to the Channel Islands off of the coast of California. Over the ensuing millennia,
Word.
their descendants shrank about 25% due to the limited food on the islands and became a new species, the island
What?
fox, a prime example of the phenomenon of island dwarfism. Okay, let's get into the rest of the
That's confusing.
fox group. The red fox is perhaps the most widely distributed canine in the world. It scampers around a huge range that
Canine? Foxes are.
includes North America, Europe, Asia, Northern Africa, and the Middle East. In some parts of their range, their coats appear black or silver. Beginning in 1952, a Soviet scientist started selectively breeding some of those silver red foxes to see if he could eventually produce tame animals. In doing so, he hoped to prove how humans had first domesticated wolves. It took a while,
What?
but more than 40 generations later, his team has created a small population of tame silver foxes with floppy ears and curly tails who love to snuggle with humans. As winter fades in the far north, the Arctic fox sheds the fluffy white coat it uses to camouflage
So we can thank this dude for having dogs?
itself in the snow and grows in a thinner coat packed with more melanin, which it then uses to blend in with the summer landscape. The fennec fox is a desert dweller, and pretty much every part of its tiny body is optimized for life there. Of course, it's got those giant bat-like ears, which dissipate heat and help it listen for prey hiding under the North African sand. It's also got shovel-shaped front feet to help it dig quickly to get into its burrow. And the raccoon dog, even though it looks like a Pokemonified version of, well, a raccoon, is probably pretty closely related to those foxes. It's also the only canine that hibernates during the winter. Okay,
Bro, that's not a real thing. Fuck. That don't sound like no fucking dog. What is this? Where do they do that at? For real? Where the fuck do they do that at? When the fuck have you ever seen one of these? That bitch right there looks disgusting.
that's that group. Now let's head over to another branch of the canine family tree to meet a group of pups that you might be a little less familiar with. Let's start with the crab-eating fox, which again is not really in the fox group. Crab-eating foxes stalk mudflats, waiting for the snack they're named after to wander out into the open. Next, let's meet the bush dog, a squat little doggo with webbed feet that lives in the marshes of the Amazon
What?
rainforest. Bush dogs can actually take down big prey like capybaras by hunting in packs and nipping their quarry's heels
They got webbed feet? That's fucking gas.
until they finally knock them over. Then there's the maned wolf, which looks like a red fox with cartoonishly long legs. Its height gives it a better view of what's going on in the South American grasslands. Finally, there's the short-eared dog. These elusive South American natives are one of the few canines that can spray stinky smells from their anal glands. They also
What? What?
live in the abandoned burrows of giant armadillos. Okay, let's turn to the group of canines that are more closely related to modern dogs. The black-backed jackal is famous for its broad diet. It will eat pretty much everything, from grasshoppers to seals to impalas to the hard melons of the Nara tree. The African wild dog, the painted dog, has recently gotten a rebrand as conservation groups attempt to prevent its impending extinction by making it sound, well, less wild. The endangered dholes of southern
Am I tripping, bruh?
Asia might be the most famous example of a phenomenon called reticulate evolution. That is, they might be the product of a long-ago hybridization between wolves and painted dogs. And here's the infamous coyote. While the growth in human settlements across North America has been bad for most species, it's been a boon for coyotes.
So we calling wolves and coyotes dogs now. And foxes.
Flexible diet, willingness to live near humans, and ability to increase litter sizes when stressed have allowed them to tremendously expand their range.
So the wolf, a coyote, and a fox had an orgy, and a raccoon. And they had an orgy and they made a dog.
And of course, there's the gray wolf. Gray wolves are the ultimate pack hunters. Their sociability is also almost certainly what led them to the huts of ancient humans, which eventually led to their domestication as the canines we love today, modern dogs. One of the first dogs we know was the Von Oberkassel dog from about 14
Oh, this was the first dog. Okay, I thought this was the last dog.
years ago. She survived a terrible disease as a puppy and likely wasn't any use as a hunting dog, meaning that her owners probably just kept her as a pet for snuggles. Dingoes likely originate from some of those earliest domesticated dogs. It seems as though a group of them traveled by boat from Asia to Australia several thousand years ago. Once they got down under, though, they went wild, literally, and have since become the apex
Damn.
predator of the outback. Since those early
What?
days,
The dingo dog is a predator? They don't be fucking with humans?
domestication, humans have been selectively breeding dogs for all sorts of traits, resulting in hundreds of different breeds.
What? How you gonna... See, why you put the Chihuahua... Why you put the pit bull under the Chihuahua? Like, that's some kind of fucking off-breed of a fucking... Come on, bruh.
We can't cover them all here, but let's talk about some that
A whippet?
really stand out. The Senjis are short-haired African hunting dogs that are famous for the fact that they don't bark. Instead, they're
What? They don't bark? I need one of them.
and sometimes sound like yodels. Zolos are sometimes called Mexican hairless dogs, thanks to their origin and appearance. There's evidence that the Mayans buried these dogs with their owners, since they were thought to be reliable guides to the underworld. Mastiffs
That's
often
fire.
weigh more than 100 kilograms, and have been used as guard dogs, hunting dogs, and even military dogs.
I fuck
Nowadays,
with Masters. I fuck with Masters.
they're more known for their drool than their ferociousness. Huskies and Malamutes are often used as sled dogs because, thanks to a quirk in how they are able to use their energy reserves, they can run ultramarathons for days at a time, making them the best endurance athletes on the planet. Poodles, known for their brains and distinctive curly coats, were often used as performers in old tiny
White people dog.
circuses. Labrador retrievers, usually yellow, black, or chocolate colored, were originally bred in Canada to be game retrievers for hunters. But thanks to their friendly temperament and smarts, labs are now super popular pets. And though golden retrievers look a lot like labs and were bred to do many of the same jobs, they first came from
What? Hold on.
and smarts. Labs are now super popular pets. And though golden retrievers look a lot like labs and were bred to
They do look a lot like labs. I never realized
do
that.
many of the same jobs, they first came from Scotland. Perhaps
I'd be salty if I had a golden retriever and motherfuckers always like, is that a lab?
most famous golden retriever is Buddy, the star of the Air Bud cinematic universe.
What?
The German Shepherd is super popular and learns
But
management.
y'all know that dog actually knew how to play basketball. Like, that's no bullshit. That dog really knew how to play basketball.
They're known for their work as police dogs and search and rescue dogs. Belgian Shepherds, especially the short-haired breed known as the Malinois, are extremely athletic and trainable. Whippets were the
Damn.
favorite dog of Louis
Whippet?
XIV. They're known for their speed and nervous energy.
He look
Occasionally, a
turned.
genetic mutation that only occurs in this breed creates super muscular dogs known
What the fuck?
as bully whippets. Dachshunds, also known as wiener dogs, were bred to be able to fit into burrows and flush out badgers. In
I hate a mother that call this a dachshund, but that's a dash hound, boy.
fact, the German word for badger is dachs. Nowadays, though, dachshunds are mostly just cute, long pets. A greyhound can hit speeds of more than 75 kilometers per hour. They have the highest percentage of fast twitch muscles of any breed. The smallest of all dog breeds, Chihuahuas
What he say? He said something.
get their name from the
something.
Mexican state where they originated. The smallest Chihuahua ever, Pearl, is only 5 inches long and weighs just over a pound. To
That's where they got chihuahuas from?
me, French bulldogs look kind of like gremlins, but I guess that look is in. They are now the most popular dog breed in America, having knocked labs out of the top spot in 2022.
Is you capping? What he say? The most what?
Kind of like gremlins, but I guess that look is in. They are now the most popular dog breed in America,
Most popular dog breed in America? What a fucking shocker. Unbelievable. Okay, I'm done. I'm done doubting this guy. He knows the shit. Airbud. Hell yeah, that motherfucker go crazy. They made like 16 movies with Airbud.
having knocked labs out of the top spot in 2022. Akitas are known for their loyalty. Even after his owner died, Hachiko the Akita waited at the train station every day for 9 years for him to return home from work. In the process, he became a national hero as the ultimate symbol of faithfulness.
What? I never heard that. What is that, bro? What? That boy waited every day for 9 years. That's sadder than fuck.
Great Danes are the tallest dogs in the world. Standing on his hind legs, the Great Dane Zeus was taller than Shaq. He could drink
What?
directly from the kitchen sink. St. Bernards are famous mountain rescue dogs.
He said he could drink directly from the kitchen sink, like without being on his back legs.
Barry the St. Bernard is credited with saving more than 40 people in his work.
What dog he said that was?
The kitchen sink. St. Bernards in the world. Standing on his hind legs, the Great Dane Zeus was taller than
Zeus. Let me see that motherfucker. Holy shit! Bro, he literally can drink from the motherfucking kitchen sink. Yo, this dude is crazy, bro. Why would you have this scary looking fuck in your house? Is he still alive? Ain't no way. Tallest male dog 2023. Oh, he's dead. Damn, Zeus. That's sad, bruh. Oh, his leg amputated? Holy fuck. Alright, bruh. That shit got dark. That shit got dark.
He could drink directly from the kitchen sink. St. Bernards are famous mountain rescue dogs. Barry the St. Bernard is credited with saving more than 40 people in his work for
What's the movie with the Saint Bernard in it?
Swiss monastery. He'd sniff
Like
out people
Beethoven?
trapped in avalanches, dig them out, and then lick them in lounge
Beethoven!
to warm them up. Of course, there are also lots of types of dogs that aren't considered purebred at all. Some are like Labradoodles, hybrid lab-poodle mixes that were originally bred as pets for folks with allergies to pet dander.
I thought a Labradoodle and a poodle was the same shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But now we're just the cute, non-shedding pet of choice for all sorts of folks. And then there's the Pit Bull, which is the generic label given to a bunch of different short-haired, muscly dog breeds with square heads. Because of their history of being used in dog fights and often unfair reputation as being aggressive, Pit Bulls are often intentionally mislabeled as other breeds in animal shelters in order to make them more adoptable. And finally, there are mutts, which are basically combos of all sorts of breeds. Like Kate's dog Watson. Perhaps the most famous mutt is Laika, who started life as a stray Soviet street dog before being selected by scientists to be part of the Sputnik program. She was the first animal to orbit the Earth, though she died before she could get back home.
Yeah, and they say that they never even recovered her either. That bitch is still up there floating around.
That's a lot of dogs. Thanks for joining us on this tour of the incredible diversity of the canine family.
There's no more dogs? I thought there was more dogs than that. There was more dogs on that list. Yeah. How you gonna put all the dogs explained and explain partial dogs? You bullshitting, Minute Earth. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that just pissed me off. That left me with more questions.
Our dog's whiskers
This is why the dogs have whiskers. This shit got 700 views, so bear with me here. I don't know. This video is probably shit water.
aren't just cute pieces of hair attached to their face. They're an extraordinary
Yeah, we got a screaming AI in right here. Let's go.
network of sensory superhighways responsible for relaying important information from the external world to your dog's intricate nervous system and brain. For us mere human beings, our faces are graced with nothing more than peach fuzz and beards, since we rely on other senses
Peach fuzz, bro.
to navigate our modern-day world.
Tell
But our lack
bro.
of these extraordinary sensory tools doesn't mean that we can't bridge the gap between our sensory perceptions and those of our canine companions. By exploring the intricate world of dog whiskers, we pave the path for a deeper connection, a deeper understanding of how our dogs sense the world.
Bitch, what is this filibuster? Won't you tell me what the dogs got whiskers
Helps
for?
us to also be more patient with our canine companions, like when they demonstrate cautious behaviors such as an aversion to strong wind, or when they hesitate to approach an unfamiliar object. What are dog whiskers? Also known as vibrissae, dog whiskers are much different than your average dog's
Thank
hair.
you.
Whiskers are thicker and coarser than hair due to the important role they play in providing dogs with sensory
I know what they are, bro. Tell me what they're for, you dumb bitch.
perception. Whiskers are also deeply rooted in the skin, allowing greater stability and sensitivity. Each whisker is rooted into a follicle that is blessed with ample nerve endings.
These little pictures of dogs is cute, though. I'm not gonna lie.
While whiskers
Look
may
at the
appear to be all the
dogs.
same,
Look
they
at
are
'em.
actually created to provide different pieces
That
of
is
information based on where they are localized. Indeed, depending on where they are found on a dog's face, whiskers are called in different ways. What
What?
types of whiskers do dogs have? Dogs have 4 different types of whiskers,
Look at
namely
dude.
mestacial whiskers, genal whiskers, supraorbital
Supraorbital? What are all these
whiskers,
whiskers?
and mandibular whiskers. While each type of whisker serves specific functions based on where they are located, they can ultimately work as a team to provide dogs with a comprehensive sensory map of their surrounding environment.
boy.
Let's take a closer look at the different types of dog whiskers. 1. Mestacial whiskers. Mestacial whiskers are the
What?
most notorious and visible whiskers. They are the first type
Mestacial whiskers are the ones that be up by their
of
nose.
whiskers that come to mind when thinking about whiskers. The term mestacial derives from the word mustache due to these whiskers' horizontal display around the nose, which reminds people of a mustache. Generally, they
I ain't
consist
like
of 12 to
that.
24 whiskers arranged in 4 to 5 rows on either side of their snout. Function. A dog's mestacial whiskers carry a variety of functions. They can help dogs detect changes in air currents and provide
Oh.
information about the various shapes and sizes of objects in their surrounding
How the fuck? What do you mean? How the fuck?
environment. A dog's mestacial whiskers can even be used as a form of communication. 2. Genal
I knew it, bro. See, that's the whole reason I want to look this shit up, bro. Because I be seeing dogs be moving their little whiskers, bro. I be thinking they be trying to communicate some shit.
whiskers. These whiskers are located on both sides of a dog's cheeks.
Dude is fucked up.
According to Merriam-Webster, the word genal is used to depict the cheek or lateral side of
I
the
don't
head.
like that word. I don't like that word at all.
Also known as zygomatic whiskers, these whiskers can be identified by looking at the dog's cheeks very closely. There can be 1 or 2 sets, and they typically sprout from what looks like a small dimple. The upper
Oh, okay. So these ones right here.
genal whiskers are found behind the eye, while the lower genal whiskers are found by the corner of the lower.
Bitch said they got a whisker behind the eye.
or jaw. Function: these whiskers can help in detecting the presence of surrounding objects on the left and on the right,
Oh.
and help dogs in gauging distances. 4 supraorbital whiskers. Also known as superciliary whiskers, these whiskers are located right above the dog's eyes. One peculiarity of these whiskers is that if you gently tap on this whisker, your dog will reflexively close his eyes. Function:
Bro, obviously, bruh. The fuck? Are you tapping on your fucking eyelids? Is you gonna blink, dumb bitch?
these whiskers provide dogs awareness of their surroundings, especially from the above, and also play a protective role by preventing damage to the dog's eyes from exposure to sharp, protruding objects such as branches. 5.
Huh? So they got like extra. They got like extra protection and shit, I guess. They still be dumb though.
Mandibular whiskers, submental. Mandibular whiskers is a general term meant to refer to whiskers found by the dog's lower jaw. The term submental is a more specific description used to depict whiskers found under the dog's chin. The interremal tuft is the term used to depict the little bunch of whiskers that typically sprout from a dog's small dimple right under the chin. Function: these whiskers allow dogs to perceive the depth of things below their chin, whether they are drinking water from a bowl or sticking their head in a hole.
For real? That's dope for real. So when a dog stick their head in a hole, or they when the dog look down something or goddamn drinking from water, or if they get in the fucking water, if they get in a river or something, they know how deep that bitch is.
Why do dogs have whiskers? Dogs have whiskers for many good reasons. Let's take a closer look at dog whisker functions and why they are so important.
You already did.
1. Aids for hunting. Evolutionarily, dogs have whiskers because...
No, we understood what we needed to understand. Thank you for explaining.
It's the year 1860.
We have Mr. Beast is what Marx warned us about. Shout out to Geo. Shout out to Dude.
67. A bearded philosopher named Karl Marx sits in the dim
Hold on. Fuck shit.
light of the British Museum, scribbling the foundational texts of Das Kapital. He is writing about a terrifying future where every human interaction is reduced to a cold transaction, a world where even kindness is a commodity bought and sold for a profit. He had no idea that over 150 years later, he would describe the career of Jimmy Donaldson, Mr. Beast, with frightening accuracy. We view Mr. Beast as the internet's greatest philanthropist, a modern-day saint who builds wells and pays for surgeries. But through a Marxist lens, Mr. Beast isn't the solution to capitalism's failures. He is its final, most dystopian evolution. He has perfected an economy where human desperation is gamified, and charity is no longer...
Interesting. I don't know too much about Karl Marx. I don't know too much about Mr. Beast. I do know a lot about forklifting though.
Longer an act of mercy, but a high-yield
Ain't no
digital
forklift.
asset. Marx warned us that under late-stage capitalism, everything, even our empathy, would have a price tag. Mr. Beast didn't just find that price tag, he built a billion-dollar empire on it. This is how the world's most popular creator perfected the exact
he getting?
dystopian economy Marx
What's he
predicted
getting? This shit made me want to watch this video because he getting hella shit.
century ago, commodity fetishism. In the first volume of Das Kapital, Marx introduces a concept that explains why Mr. Beast's videos feel so mesmerizing yet so hollow. He wrote, "A commodity appears at first sight an extremely obvious trivial thing, but its analysis shows that it is a very queer thing, abounding in metaphysical subtleties and theological niceties. When you watch a Mr. Beast video,
Why can't they just put this shit in simple terms, bro? Why they gotta put it in stupid fucking long ass words like that?
what are you actually looking at? You see a suitcase filled with $100,000. You see a brand new Lamborghini. You see a house being given to a homeless family. To the average,
Why you making the
viewer,
same
these are
face?
just good deeds. But to Marx, these are commodities in their most fetishized form. In a Mr. Beast production, money is never just a medium of exchange. It is a prop. It is a visual effect designed to trigger a biological response. Marx argued that commodity fetishism occurs when the social relationships between people are masked by the exchange of objects. Think about it.
I'm gonna be real. Watching this shit in 1.5 low-key fries my brain because I be trying to like keep up with what's going on and I cannot.
When Jimmy hands a random person $50,000 for staying in a circle, we aren't seeing a social connection. We are seeing a person's value reduced entirely to the cash in their hand.
Okay.
We don't see the systemic poverty that makes that $50,000 a life-altering miracle. We only see the magic of the money itself. The money becomes a godlike entity that solves all problems, hiding the ugly reality of the labor and desperation that created the need for the money in the first place. Mr. Beast is not giving away money in the traditional sense. He is converting human struggle into a high-yield digital asset. Marx warned that in a
Brother.
capitalist society, all that is holy is profaned. The sacred act of charity has been stripped of its human soul and redesigned to satisfy a recommendation algorithm. It is the ultimate commodification. Kindness itself has become a product you can subscribe to. Human alienation. Marx's theory of alienation
What is this picture? Where did he find this? This is fire.
is perhaps his most haunting critique of how capitalism breaks the human spirit. In his economic and philosophic manuscripts of 1844, he wrote, "The worker becomes all the poorer the more wealth he produces, the more his production increases in power and range. The worker becomes an ever cheaper commodity, the more commodities he creates." Now,
Wait.
increases in power and range. The worker becomes an ever cheaper commodity the more commodities he creates.
The worker becomes all the poorer, the more wealth he produces. The more his production increases in power and range, the worker becomes an even cheaper commodity. The more commodities he creates. That makes no sense at all. That just sounds deep and it's not. Like, that actually makes no sense for real. How is he becoming poorer if he's getting better at his job? And how is he becoming cheaper?
Now, look at a Mr. Beast challenge. A participant is
What
placed
the
in a
fuck does that even mean? How does that correlate with the Mr. Beast shit at all?
white room for 100 days. Another is buried alive for 50 hours. Another survives in a wilderness for a week. On the surface, it's a game, but in Marxist terms, it is pure alienation. The participant is the worker, and their production is their own suffering. They are separated from their family, their environment, and their basic human needs, all to produce a spectacle for a global audience. Marx argued that under capitalism, the worker is alienated from their species essence, their true human nature. By placing people in sensory deprivation or extreme physical conditions just to pay off student debt or buy a house, Mr. Beast literally strips
Do you think it's that horrible to sleep in the fucking woods for a night? That is that bad? You think it's that bad, brother? You need to go outside.
them of their humanity to see how much value can be squeezed out of their endurance. They aren't there because they want to play a game. They are there because they are economically coerced. In one video, a man stays in a circle for months to win money.
I mean, I've seen people do that shit for less money.
For his family. We watch his mental health decline. We watch him weep. This is exactly what Marx meant when he said the worker's labor becomes an object, an external existence that exists outside him,
How is it labor? He's just living.
Independently as something alien to him. The contestant's pain is no longer their own. It belongs to the Beast brand. It is a raw material like coal or iron, mined from the human psyche and sold.
Nah, bruh. I thought this shit was like being ironic, bruh. This shit's dead serious.
To us as entertainment. The more the contestant suffers, the more wealth the video generates. They are a cog in a machine that requires their total alienation to function. They sell their life.
Is that a bug?
Video generates. They are a cog in a machine that requires their total alienation to function.
Ew, bro. There's a bug. There's a bug, bro. Look on the shelf.
The more wealth the
if you can see my mouse, hold on.
Machine that requires their
bro, when it zooms in right here, look.
Total alienation.
Look, there's a bug right there, folks.
Function. They sell
what the fuck was that, Mr. Beast? You got roaches, gang?
Life activity to obtain the means of subsistence, turning their very existence into a game of survival. Exchange value. To understand the genius and the horror of the Mr. Beast model, we have to look at how he treats human life as a balance sheet. Marx famously distinguished between use value and exchange value. In value, price and profit, he noted, as exchange values, all commodities are merely definite quantities of congealed labor time. Take the video where Mr. Beast...
I can't take this, bro. This shit is just making me dumber. This shit is making me dumber. This is the only video you'll ever see me dislike on my fucking channel. This is actually stupid as fuck. Bro, get a life. Maybe I'm too hypnotized by Mr. Beast, but I genuinely don't think it's that deep. Okay. Anyways, we about to motherfucking play. Oh, that's why. The topic was gaming. Oh, I didn't know I could do that on here, bro. I didn't know I could do that on here, bro. Anyways, we about to play Starfield. We about to check this new Starfield update. How much time? It took me 40 minutes to get all that out the way. I did that shit. I speed ran that shit. No cap. I make YouTube videos like Michael Jordan shoots fucking free throws, bro. God damn it. I need to change the stream title for my YouTube real quick. Not like it fucking matters, I don't think. Matter of fact, we're gonna start a whole new live.